Hello, it's JT here. This is the Doctor Who Loft, and this is Merchandise Paradise. Yes, indeed. Welcome to Merchandise Paradise. And I thought what I'd do for this particular show is not just highlight some of the merchandise that has been announced as pre-orders now, but just recap some of the material that's been announced over the last few weeks so that we're all up to date. We all know where we're going. As usual, all prices are correct and all information is correct as of broadcast. And today is Thursday, the 4th of May, 2023. So I'm going to start with BBC Audio. Now, I'm a big fan of BBC Audio, and I'm also a big fan of their willingness to experiment. They are not frightened to do so. In the last few years, we have seen audio adventures of Doctor Who annuals, Dalek annuals. Recently, we had The Amazing World of Doctor Who released as part of National World Record Day, and also on CD. Now, the CD of that should really be hitting your doormats around about now if you pre-ordered it. Well, the next in that range, and if you're of a certain age, you will remember them because these books were huge back in the 70s. The Making of Doctor Who by Malcolm Hogg and Terrance Dicks. Well, that, as you may be aware, of course, is going to CD and download. There it is there. There's the cover. You've probably seen this already, but just to remind you, it's available for pre-order now. The Making of Doctor Who, June the 1st. Its CD price is £15. Download is £7.99. I'll give you a quick update on the blurb from BBC Audio. It's the 1970s, and you're invited behind the scenes of Doctor Who. You'll go on location to witness the recording of two classic TV adventures, The Sea Devils and Robot, and you'll spend time inside a vintage BBC television studio. You'll also learn how to write a script or make a monster 1970s style. Terrance Dicks and Malcolm Hogg will guide you through the first 10 years of Doctor Who history, detailing how it was created, the people who brought it into being, and the actors who portrayed the Doctor, his friends, and their monstrous enemies. Along the way, you'll hear some of the Doctor's key early adventures recounted as Time Lord records, unit memos, and other in-story documentation. This is all performed by John Culshaw, Dan Starkey, Maureen O'Brien, Louise Jameson, Katie Manning, and Jeffrey Beavers. And as you can see, it's going to be available very, very soon on June the 1st. And it's available to pre-order now from all the usual stockists. Downloads. Okay, so I know a few of you are actually downloading some of the lovely material from BBC Audio. And you might like to know that the latest download is available today, the 4th of May. Yes, it's this one, the Alt Reality Collection. The Alt Reality Collection right now. This is various stories brought together. The Mind Robber, The Invisible Enemy, Warrior's Gate, and Twice Upon a Time. All brought together for a download, available from all your usual places, which is going to be places like Google Play, Hive, Spotify, wherever you go to. It's £16. £16 for all those stories. That's not bad at all. It's actually running quite a long time, 16 hours, 40 minutes. Shocking. Not bad for £16. So if you're interested in that, it's downloadable from today. I was lucky enough to meet Andrew Lane recently at the Invasion Blackpool event, and he was telling me all about his stories and his ideas and what have you. And he has a brand new story on the way. This is The Teeth of Ice. Wow, look at that. The Teeth of Ice. Now, it's going to be available on August the 3rd for £14 for a CD. Now, as I'm recording this, I couldn't find the download place, so I do apologize. It's available to pre-order right now. Now, I do have the blurb here, so I will read that to you. Indomitable reporter James McFarlane has travelled to the remote McReady base near the South Pole. His mission is to interview the famed explorer Pentheus Rochdale. On arrival, McFarlane is astonished to discover that the base's new medical officer is none other than the Doctor. McFarlane is intrigued by rumours of strange goings-on at the base, whilst a recent attack on a neighbouring station by creatures unknown attracted the Doctor's attention. The two friends focus on Rochdale's expedition to find the legendary lost continent of Mu, which he believes may lie in Antarctica. When a series of grisly deaths disturbs the base's calm, the Doctor's suspicions are aroused. Whatever is preying on people, it's intelligent and has deadly claws and teeth, but by the time he and McFarlane have uncovered the truth, They are well within biting distance of the teeth of ice. Read by Dan Starkey. This is available, as I say, to pre-order right now. And apparently it's described as a chilling tale by Andrew. A chilling tale. So if you want that one, if you want to pre-order it now, then please do. Yeah, and these original audio novels, if you haven't listened to these original audiobooks, then please do. They're a great range and they are very creative and really, really good value for money. I'm a big fan of them. I think they're wonderful. And just staying on the point of another pre-order, we'll jump from now right through the summer to Christmas time, because on the 7th of December, it has been announced that Neil Bushnell's next audiobook is going to be released. It's called The Romanov Project. That's all we know about it now, for now, apart from the fact that it's featuring the 13th Doctor and Graham. That's all we know about it. So when I get more details of that, I will let you know. We're going to move to vinyl right now. And if you've been collecting the series of Nest stories from BBC and Demon Records, and you'll be delighted to know that Demon Records are presenting the third and final series of the Nest Cottage audio adventures, starring the legend that is Tom Baker as the Doctor, for the very first time on limited edition vinyl. Here it is here. This is Serpent Crest, and isn't that cover just absolutely stunning, matching the other two? Oh, I mean, when they put together, these three must look absolutely gorgeous. So what this is 5 classic stories all brought together under the Serpent Crest title. And I'll read you the blurb. Demon Records is presenting this third and final series, and every copy of the release also includes an exclusive frameable portrait of the fourth Doctor, hand signed by Tom himself. Now, these are limited to just 1,200 copies and presented across 10 140-gram alternating black and green vinyl LPs. They are full cast audio adventures written by Paul Mars and co-starring Susan Jameson as Mrs. Wibsey and Richard Franklin as Mike Yates. So that keeps it all nice and tidy with what's been going on before. Right. Supporting cast includes, now get these names, David Troughton, Michael Jason, Simon Shepherd, Terence Hardman, Joanna David, Sophie Ward, Andrew Sachs, and Nerys Hughes. What a cast, with, of course, the original sound design accompanying the famous Doctor Who theme from the BBC Radiophonic Workshop. Now, what you can see there illustrated is what comes within the box itself. So you've got the die-cut removable outer sleeve. You've got the 10 individual beautifully illustrated LP sleeves, which feature the cast and credits for each of the 5 stories. You've got there, of course, the frameable print signed by Tom, and you've got a 16-page full-color booklet, which features the Doctor's unique notes and illustration made through the course of these 5 serpent-infested adventures. It's a massive collector's item, and I know a lot of people out there are collecting these vinyls. It's very close to us. It's going to be available on May the 26th for £154.99. £154.99. Wow. So if you are collecting those, I'm sure you are very excited about getting this next and final story in that trilogy. Okay, so we're going to move forward now to books, and there's a graphic novel on the way, and if you haven't seen it, it's this one. It's Doctor Who Once Upon a Time, published by Titan Books. Okay, this is going to be available, when was it? It's going to be the 10th of October, but it is available to pre-order right now. Eisner Award-winning Spider-Man writer Dan Slott is making his Doctor Who debut with this stunning deluxe graphic novel. The blurb says, an epic story that sees companion Martha Jones captured by the insatiable Pyromeths, and her only hope for survival is to keep them distracted with sensational untold tales of the 10th Doctor facing off against his greatest foes, both classic and new. Witness the incredible adventures of the 10th Doctor like never before. You'll be on the edge of your TARDIS as Martha recounts 3 unbelievable tales of the Doctor facing off against his deadliest foes. Bursting straight out of the long-running hit television series, this Doctor Who collection continues the time-traveling tales of the Doctor and his friends. So, if you like a graphic novel and you're interested in that, as I say, available to pre-order now. It comes out on October the 10th. It's a hardback volume, and it is indeed £6.50. £6.50. If that's not up your street, then hopefully this one is. The much-missed Chris Achilleos produced a book shortly before his death called Clack. And, well, Candy Jar have just announced that it's being updated. This is the cover. It's the same one as last time. The Doctor Who art of Chris Achilleos paperback. It is indeed updated. This is a wonderful, stunning book. If you haven't got this, what a great chance to get this lovely, lovely updated paperback edition. Candy Jar is pleased to announce an updated version, paperback version of Clack, the Doctor Who art of Chris Achilleos. Now, this features an unpublished Peter Capaldi illustration by Chris. And this edition also has contributions from Chris's daughters, Esther and Anna, his nephew Thomas, and his wife Natasha. Natasha is quoted as saying, and I quote, "Chris painted the image of Capaldi in time for the LFCC when he was invited to be a guest at the heavy metal stand, as he knew Peter was attending. Capaldi was one of my favourite Doctors, and we both liked his gruffness and welcomed a return to an older representation of the Doctor. Chris remarked how much he enjoyed painting his characteristics, the eyes being particularly a feature, as Capaldi's look is quite striking. Chris liked to draw interesting older faces as they were a more interesting subject to paint." Of course, Chris's covers for the official Target novelizations began in the early 70s. It really did define an awful lot for us as a generation. You know, the Target books with a Chris Achilleos cover, they are magical to this very day. They are so special to many of us. And this book, Clack, the Doctor Who art of Chris Achilleos, first published in 2021, really encapsulated and recaptured that magic, as you saw all the covers and his artwork beautifully presented. This is something I would absolutely recommend. It's a gorgeous book, and now you're getting this lovely paperback updated version for a really, really good price. It's only $17.99 plus postage and packaging, which is an absolute bargain. You can see the website where to get it from there. It's from www.candy-jar.store.co.uk, and I would really, really, really recommend it. Have a look at it. Treat yourself. Fantastic. Right, so I'm going to jump now to Christmas this year, and coming out on the 7th of September, this is the holding cover for the Doctor Who Annual, or as they're saying there, the brand new Doctor Who Annual for 2024. This will be out in September the 7th to be precise, September the 7th. Recommended retail price of $9.99. It's got 64 pages. Now, what BBC Books have said here is, and Penguin, you've never seen a Doctor Who annual quite like this. In November 2023, Doctor Who returns to our screens with an almighty TARDIS crashing bang. David Tennant is back as the Doctor, Catherine Tate is back as the incredible Donald Noble, and this celebration of 60 years of Doctor Who really is just the beginning. The Doctor Who 2024 Annual is the place to start this incredible journey, with exclusive information about this amazing new era, including behind-the-scenes photos, dialogue, costumes, and hints from the new episodes. It even includes a never-seen-before 14th Doctor story and a sneak peek at the long-awaited 15th Doctor. So, available from all the usual stockists, there you go. It's going to be a recommended retail price of $9.99, and available to pre-order now. Seems like a long way away. It's not really, but it's available pre-order now. So if you're into the annuals, the thing about this annual is it actually reminds me of some of the late 80s annuals where the then producer John Nathan Turner tried to look at the annuals and tried to say, right, okay, I want more behind the scenes features in it. So from that blurb that BBC Books and Penguin have put out there, it actually just reminded me that this annual could look like that. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, I guess, but not long to go. But if you want to pre-order it, there you go. At this point, I'm going to give a big shout out to where you can get all this material. You can get all this from the Who Shop, Galaxy 4, Who NA, you've got Amazon, lots of other stockists there as well. So they're just some of the places you can go for this. But wherever you can, of course, do support your local shops. Right, I'm going to move on to what I call the Decades novel. Now, coming out on the 26th of October at $9.99 each are these. There are, as you can see there, several Decades books. There are 5 of them there: the 1960s, 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. There's lots of blurb for these. I'm sure you've seen the blurbs for them already. I'm not going to go through them all just now for you because it would take far too long to do that. But I can tell you that the 1960s book is by Jacqueline Rayner. The 1970s book is by Natasha Suri. The 1980s book is by Mark Griffiths. The 1990s book is by Dave Rudden. And the 2000s book is by Kaylin Bayron. They're available now to pre-order from stockists. They come out on October the 26th. They are $9.99 each. Okay, so on top of that, you're also getting this. Now, this is 10 festive tales from the 10th Doctor. Yes, it's that man again. The 10th Doctor. Now, this is coming out on the 12th of October. It's going to be $12.99 and it's 240 pages. So, the Doctor's 10th incarnation was hilarious, furious, fun, and vengeful. He also had great hair, apparently, according to this blurb. He also saved the world and the universe more times than anyone can remember. But from the Christmas invasion to the runaway bride, things always seem to need saving around the festive season. So follows a series of 10 incredible tales across the universe as the Doctor and Rose and Martha and Donna battle aliens and cross the boundaries of space and time to save Christmas Day. From a future Earth department store overrun by killer toys to a gold rush on a distant white dwarf star, get ready for 10 incredible adventures from the 10th Doctor. And a much later regeneration even has a tale to tell, because this book also includes an exclusive story featuring the 14th Doctor. So there you go. He gets to be in that one as well. So if you're interested in those, that one's going to be out on the 12th of October, $12.99. Again, available to pre-order right now. Got something a little bit fun for you now and a little bit special, because to celebrate 60 years of the legendary Time Lord from Gallifrey, the master craftsmen and women at Steiff have created a special limited edition collector bear, officially authorized by BBC Worldwide. And there you go, yeah, exclusively available from Danbury Mint. All right, so in homage to the show's very first episode, An Unearthly Child, which was recorded in black and white, of course, Steiff have made the entire bear monochrome, including his iconic outfit. His soft platinum grey fur is made of genuine mohair, one of the most beautiful, sustainably sourced natural fibers in the world. Now, all the bear's features have been delicately stitched by hand, and like all the very best collector bears, he's 5-way jointed so you can pose him easily. The final finishing touch is the official 60th anniversary logo, which you can see emblazoned there proudly on his right paw pad. This beautiful costume is every bit as theatrical as that worn by actor William Hartnell. The bear wears a smart, double-breasted town coat, complete with a shawl collar. His grey tartan trousers are paired with a tweed waistcoat and a white-winged collar shirt. And it's all topped off with a foppish black ribbon tie finished in a bow. You can even find the Doctor's trusty monocle, which is poking out of his waistcoat pocket. You can just see it there. This is limited edition. There are only 1,963. Get it? 1963. Ta-da! 1,963 bears can ever be made for worldwide demand. And of course, that does honor the year the Doctor first hit our television screens here in the United Kingdom. This bear, I have to point out, is an artist's impression, and the actual bear, when produced, may vary. It's available, as you can see from the scroll there, from danburymint.co.uk bears. It's exclusive to them. That's where you have to go to get it. And it's a one-off retail price of £325. But of course, it is a collector bear. You know, it really, really is. And once they're gone, they're going to be gone on that. So if you are collecting bears, that is, well, it's essential, really. That's something that you're going to want to have. Let me know what they're like. Anyway, there you go. We're moving over now to the DVDs. And again, recently at Invasion Blackpool at the end of April, the latest in real-time pictures Doctor Who on display films was actually broadcast. And it's this one. It was premiered at the convention, which was cracking. And as you can see here, this is Doctor on display, the original Blackpool exhibition, 1974 to 1985. This is a fantastic documentary, and it chronicles, it chronicles the original Blackpool exhibition, which ran from between 74 and 85, and it was located across from the Central Promenade at Blackpool. Now, I can't tell you how special this exhibition was to many, many people of my age. I mean, this was the destination place to go in the 70s and 80s. You had to go there. Your parents probably got fed up of you telling them, you have to go there, you have to go there, you have to go there. And this documentary does a brilliant job of actually reliving those times. There's some great footage in here from old cine film of the exhibition itself, plus it chronicles the adventures of a group of Doctor Who fans as they went to visit the exhibition as well. And there's lots of memories in here, lots of people reminiscing about their times in the exhibition and what they remember about it. and it's just a fantastic, that picture there, you can actually see it. It was as I say, it was premiered at the Blackpool convention at the end of April, which was called Invasion Blackpool, and it was on a massive big screen that was on there, and it just looked absolutely brilliant. And it's fun. I mean, I love this one. It's part of a series. You can also get Longleat and you can get Llangollen. They are working on the second Blackpool Museum as well, and other things are in the pipeline. It is from Real Time Pictures. It's available from timetravel.co.uk. It's available now to all. You can get it right now, so get it through there. And it's just a really, really great documentary. I can't recommend it enough. I watched it, and it was just fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a great work from them. Congratulations to everybody that put that together. Congratulations to Keith and his team. It really is a wonderful piece there. And I recommend it. Go and get it from timetravel.co.uk and have a look at why a certain generation feels that exhibition can never be surpassed. It was a one of its kind, and it just sums up Blackpool. It really does. Absolutely wonderful. I can smell the candy floss now, actually. Finally, for this edition of Merchandise Paradise, I want to share with you something which is absolutely wonderful. Have you seen these? Wow, how wonderful are these? These are the Radio Times Digital Scrapbook and Archive. How would you like to relive Doctor Who's Radio Times heydays? Big shout out here for Jonathan Randall, because what Mr. Randall has done is he has put together a history of Doctor Who as told through the pages of the Radio Times between 1963 and 89. So right now you can get the William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee versions. As you can see there, The Time That Chronicles 1974 and 1981 and The Mighty Tom Baker is in progress. This includes the full history, full listings, covers, articles, original photographs, and also things that never were, i.e. Radio Times covers, etc., that should have been and weren't. Like the infamous time when we knew that Earthshock should have got a cover and didn't. The brilliant thing about this, and we have to really big up Mr. Jonathan Randall here, is that these are free of charge. You can download them right now from www.doctorwhointheradiotimes.com, and that is a real present, I think, for all Doctor Who fans. How wonderful is that? I mean, just how generous and brilliant to give something in this day and age, for free. But that's what they've done. So congratulations to all of them. And yeah, highly recommended. I've seen the first two. I haven't got around to the Pertwee one yet, but I've seen the first two. Wow, really, really recommend them. Right, so that's it from Merchandise Paradise for this edition. Thank you for joining me. I'd just like to point out again that stockists include the Who Shop, Galaxy 4, and if you're over in America, Who NA. So I'd like to say hello to all those guys there. And then you've got all your locals that may be able to help you with this. But if you want some specialists, the Who Shop, Galaxy 4, and Who NA are the places to go. Right, so from me, I'd like to say thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Merchandise Paradise. Please like and subscribe if you have. And stay in tune. I'll be back as soon as possible with some brand new details and updates on more pre-orders that are coming your way. Until then, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.